Hello students, as part of our preparation for civil services mains examination essay paper, this topic is under discussion. It reads ethics change with technology. Very straightforward topic, there is no problem in understanding, but when it comes to elaboration, even this seemingly easy topic becomes problematic. If we have to write things which are not repetitive and relevant to the given topic, this seemingly simple topic also becomes difficult. But like all other exercises, here also I would like to emphasize that before proceeding forward, a little bit of brainstorming just to do some searching questions with the help of the keywords, and then proceeding in the world of thinking, not necessarily that you have background, only then you can do. Thinking can be done by any person who has some amount of genuine curiosity, reasoning, and openness to ideas. It is about ethics and technology. The most important keywords defining the topic, however, is change in ethics due to change in technology. We can, as an exercise, read this topic from all points of views. This essay needs to proceed first of all by explaining ethics and some comment on technological changes affecting our day-to-day conduct of life. It seems to be very difficult to agree with this conclusion. Technology is a means to do the things of our day-to-day life. However, ethics develops not only in accordance with technological development. Ethics is the principles and moral values which are useful for or accepted in day-to-day conduct of life. See, ethics are standards, how we behave and conduct our day-to-day activities. Certainly, this definition of ethics, our behavior and day-to-day conduct of our lives depends on technological changes. The way Technology is used for shopping, marketing, chatting, sharing and exchange, communication, meeting our financial needs. It is becoming overarching. The more the convergence has taken place, even our entertainment requirements have not only expanded, but they are getting redefined. Then the $1,000,000 question, however, is not that technology is changing. Now it is real. We don't require to give any special instruction to civil services aspirants to make this point. You can easily make that technology is changing, and it is affecting the way we behave and conduct ourselves in our day-to-day lives. But has technological change led to change in moral standards? Ethics are about our values and moral standards. Deciphering right from wrong, good from bad, desirable from undesirable. Ethics change with technology is seeking the answer of these questions, that how technology is affecting the moral standards and the values which helps us in conducting ourselves in our day-to-day lives. Has the standards changed? Has the values changed? So, rather than just writing that how technology has changed the life, the discussion is that how ethics has changed because of technological change. If we see this technology, IT technology especially, an information revolution, exchange of ideas, connectivity among the people from diverse cultures, distant geographical places. The standards, I won't say, have been fuzzed or distorted, but they have the opportunity to intermingle mix and become hybrid. Maybe at some times we can also find out the elements of homogenization in standards, and there are points where the liberty and freedom which the technology has given to us, the speed, the convenience, ease of communication to distant geographies, to diverse kind of cultures, there are points of learning, influencing, conflict. So, this topic gives you a vast space to discuss whether ethics, values and standards guiding us, how do we behave and conduct our day-to-day activities, has those standards changed, and do actually they change because technology changes? We can have two strands of thought in this regard. There are certain things in ethics, values and moral standards will remain intact whatever change is taking place in technology. Directly, it does not have any bearing on things like, say, love, as supreme, friendship a good idea, openness to new ideas, liberty, freedom, dignity. There are n number of words which can be taken as proxy for ethical standards. It is to make the point that some things which technology does not directly affect is some eternal values and moral standards. Whatever be the technological development, howsoever fast the technological development, but the meaning of some things will remain intact. One of them is love as a supreme idea. When you treat others, when you meet others, enter into any kind of exchange with others, love remains to be an ideal and a standard value. It does not mean that love is only expressed by its own name. When you respect somebody, you are loving the person. When you are giving dignity to somebody, you are loving the person. When you are kind and compassionate, when you are friendly, you are loving somebody. So love as an idea, as a moral standard, will not be affected too much, directly at least, because of the technological change. But since love is also among different kind of exchanges, the exchanges will not be free from influence of technology. So, technology has given a cyber space of expressing ourselves, of exchanging our views, of communicating. Now, in this process, some of the ethical standard of yesteryears might undergo some change and transition. Say, for example, the changes in technology have given freedom of choice, not only in the shopping malls, but freedom of choice on the social media, freedom of expression through different platforms. Many of our life activities like seeking jobs, seeking nuptial alliances, even doing friendship through Facebook and WhatsApp and LinkedIn and other kind of access to social media will certainly affect our choices. And those choices may undergo a change because the options now have increased. It's not about the choice of commodities available to us. It's also choice of relationship that we want to maintain. So obviously, ethics will change while interacting commercially or interacting to seek warmth, relationship, share views and exchanges. And those can be, these means which technology has given can be manipulated, maneuvered our ethics will be affected. Presenting always our best selves in front of somebody with whom we want to go for a nuptial alliance, marriage, or doing business. Many of the things which are happening in this new technological era will not require physical presence, and things will be taken as it is shared, the digital signed receipts, the pictures and photographs, and all kinds of information, tabulated or non-tabulated, can be shared as something very reliable, which may not be. Because this liberty is not only about choice, it is also about sharing and exchanging and communicating right information. The motives and intentions on different kinds of technological platforms of exchange and communication would always remain vulnerable to be misutilized, some things overemphasized, some things underemphasized, maybe sometimes perpetrating propaganda, lies, and maybe ideas which may incite riots. Now ethics will have to be affected. It will be affected. All those financial frauds, even on properly established your e-commerce portals, the mismatch between the represented quality and attribute of the products, not receiving them as they have been picturized and the features have been written. This liberty, this freedom, this choice has been widened with the help of technology, but it is prone to be misutilized, prone to misguide, misdirect, misused, and sometimes, since we have choices, we can encroach into others' information. The cyberspace, therefore, the new technology, majorly it is known for changes in information technology, convergence. So this is one. Secondly, I started with the proposition that there are certain things which will not be affected by technology. I cited example of love, friendship, cited example about honesty, integrity. That is one. But in the next moment, I wanted to take you to other dimension, that technology has become so overarching and all of us are using it, and it has increased our freedom, liberty and choices. It's a good sign. The world has become much more democratic in that sense with the help of new technology. But the same technology is prone to be misused, and misused with impunity, misused without any scruple, misused with an intention, misused with a motive. That is possible. And that is possible only because choices are available and technology is available. Freedom is available. It's not necessary that the old ethical values of honesty, integrity will overpower the idea of making profit. Profit becomes more defining than honesty and integrity. Profit becomes more defining than commitments. In the traditional shops, where you go to the shopkeeper and the shopkeeper becomes closer to you and you become closer to shopkeeper, that promises and commitments do mean something which must be maintained at any cost. That leverage of physical transaction is not available on internet. is not available on e-commerce portals. We are all faceless, transacting, exchanging products, views, information, taking services, providing services. Obviously, ethics will become prone because freedom, liberty and choice cannot be presumed always to be used with the moral yardsticks which were being used in the past. So these are the things which need to be developed. You explore technology and its various dimensions and how it is affecting our day-to-day life, in the conduct of day-to-day life, how it has brought ease, convenience, freedom of choice, it has enhanced liberty, but how it is costing on the moral standards. Well, the other day you listened that a son which is barely 17 years of old, 17 years of age, kills his mother because she prevented him to waste all his productive time in playing games on his mobile or computer, laptop. The boy killed mother because she wanted her son to use the time available productively, and he saw as her enemy. Can mother ever be an enemy? That addiction which technology has brought for playing games has changed the relationship, mother and son. Seeking friendship on internet has many instances of cyberbullying, blackmailing. See how ethical standards get diluted because some technology has made it handy to do that. But eventually, what will count is our education. When technology changes, there would be some kind of change which will touch upon our value systems, our morality, our relationships, and they may gain something positively, yet they will remain exposed to different kind of challenges and threats to the existing set of moral values and principles. The access is big, the time taken in transactions is small, and everybody, every stakeholder is faceless. Then the whole lot of things become difficult, whether it is banking transactions, insurance transactions, chatting, exchange of views, sharing of information, use of social websites. There are two sides. And the second side, unproductive, destructive, divisive, riotous, abusive, is as much prominent because of this freedom, because of this handy technology, because of choices in the name of freedom which technology has given us. The ethical standard need to be protected, first of all through rules, regulations, second through social control, and third, the most importantly, with the help of right kind of education. We can see how major portion of commercial income is driven with the help of undesirable products. One of them is overly explicit sexual contents, porn in the form of literature and the videos, perpetrating kind of sickness, the changing ethics with regard to understanding man and woman relationship, which is far beyond an understanding about the sexuality. Sexuality is just one part of the human existence, man and woman. Women are individuals, men are also individuals. Both of them are natural creatures and they have different urges, quite other than sexual urges, and boiling down everything to that. Commodification of women. The more it is done in a faceless mode, the advertisements could take any shape. Maybe sometimes dirty, sometimes ugly, sometimes provocative, just to make a few bucks more. Ethical standards, the politicians can also exploit the new technology. And above all, technology should be an instrument of making life more comfortable. Technology can be an instrument to enhance our convenience. Technology can be an instrument to improve our precision, to save the transaction cost. These are advantages. But as far as ethics is concerned, it will still require introspection, still it will require reflection, it will require education, it will require training. This unbound freedom of choice, liberty can take any direction, good or bad, in the absence of a system of education and training, social control, rules and regulations. That is how you finish this beautiful essay, really a good and a beautiful essay. I said in the beginning that it seems so easy, and we talk throughout the technology, talk about technological changes and how the convenience and comfort and speed and economic consequences have improved or deteriorated in some respects, cheating and fraud, say for example. But at the same time, it's not about that. It's about the effect of all that on ethics, the values and the principles and moral standards which help us in conducting ourselves in our day-to-day life, which shape our behavior, which shape the quality of our exchange and interaction and communication. All those things form the part of ethics. Some of the part of ethics is permanent. Technology cannot do or undo that. Love is supreme. Kindness, compassion is supreme. Live and let live is an idea. Interdependence is an idea that is supreme. Life is precious. We must try at least to ensure that we are not becoming instrumental in destroying the lives which we cannot create. What can technology do? That standard remains. So this is the first part. The second part, however, in our day-to-day activities, and lot of activities which we do as a human being, whether it is our commercial transactions or man-woman relationship or friendship or the way we do our politics and economics, ethics will certainly be influenced by technological changes. There some instances, some examples you cite, and then you go what needs to be done, and then you talk about legal control, social control, regulations, education, the role of all that. Only then these technological changes will not alter the ethical standards to the detriment of humanity. That's how you conclude. Thank you.